It was back in June of 2012 when a barrage of bullets rang out in the food court of Toronto's busiest mall. 8 people were shot, including a teenage boy who suffered life-altering injuries. 2 of the intended targets were killed. Christopher Husbands, now 36 years old, is serving a life sentence for 2 counts of manslaughter after a retrial was granted on a technicality. And this was a downgrade from his initial conviction of second-degree murder. Husbands told the parole board that since his arrest, he has made significant life changes. He completed high school, received a college diploma in business management, and is now a level 3 welder, a job he loves and plans to pursue if ever released. He also talked about his desire to be a public speaker to help other troubled teens. On the day of the shooting, Husbands, who was dealing crack cocaine at the time, said he was holding the gun for a friend and was still suffering from anxiety after being stabbed months earlier. He also maintained he was in a dissociated state when he saw his attacker in the food court. "I still find it hard to accept that I did that," he told the parole board. "I felt like I was outside of my body." Victims of the shooting did not participate in the hearing, but Connor Stevenson, who was just 13 years old when he was shot in the head, spoke to media after the verdict in 2019.
I feel scared for everybody in Toronto. I mean, he could just go out. He's probably even in the letters that he wrote, he said that he was going to get revenge in letters that he wrote. So if he gets let out, he's going to shoot somebody else. And I just hope that there's not another 13-year-old kid who's going to get shot.
Husband's lawyer noted he completed all prison maintenance programs and improved to good in all target areas and believes he is committed to proceed on a pro-social path. Still, a psychological risk assessment has him listed as moderate to high for violent reoffenses. In a final statement to the board, Husbands apologized to the victims and their families. "I understand that any attempt at release could be hurtful and reopen old wounds," he said, adding, "I hope my want to help other individuals going down a similar path is any consolation. My intention is to help prevent similar crimes from reoccurring." After just minutes of deliberation, the board denied Husband's request for any form of release, including day parole and unescorted temporary absences. The board will issue its written decision in the next 15 days. At Yonge and Dundas, Shauna Hunt, City News.
Christopher Husbands, who shot 2 men to death at the Eaton Center food court and injured several others, has been found guilty of 2 counts of manslaughter. Christopher Husband, 29 at the time, was also found guilty of 5 counts of aggravated assault in connection with the June 2012 incident. Hudson sat stone-faced as the ruling came down, but smiled and seemed relaxed after he heard he was convicted of manslaughter as an opposite murder. These murders took place in the Toronto Eaton Center. The shooter killed 2 of his enemies. His reasons for shooting them in broad daylight is because he was suffering from PTSD. Well, Christopher Huston went for parole this week and was denied parole. The parole board said that after the mental assessment, they found that he is still a high-level risk to be placed back into society. So he's denied bail and he'll be sitting in jail for another few more years, probably another 5-10 years, not too sure. But this man saw his enemies in the Eaton Center and brazenly killed them both.